Alright y'all, welcome back. Found ourselves a new spot. Yeah, we've got ourselves a nice lake out here. And it's big. It's bigger than I thought it was. Goes way over around there. There's a couple more campsites off that way outside of this loop, but there was a guy over there fishing. You can see a fire pit way over across the other side of the lake. But that looks like it's tent camping only. Yeah, we got a few spots here. There's some tent spots. I want to take a wander because I think there's spots behind that tree line. But for now, we're chilling. We got a little bit of wood. The van's here. I went and washed this thing today. And of course, you drive it down the gravel road and it's already, like, the wheels are filthy. And the back windows, I'm sure, are too. But we're just chilling. I'm gonna open my little screen windows, I guess. I did not build the new screens for the side windows yet. Well, why don't we go check out these campsites? I want to take a wander over here before we crack ourselves a brew. You guys even see those? The tree is just blocking them. Get out from behind the tree, you goofs. Right over my head. Turkey vultures or something? They got the red heads on them. Don't poop on me. Alright, so I've had this spot marked on maps for quite a while. And it was because I spotted these little campsites over here behind the trees. And I wasn't sure if you could pull a vehicle back there or not. But they've got the wooden bollards sticking up over there. So you're not allowed to drive back here. Looks like somebody has, although that's probably from the mower. But I'm parked over yonder that direction. And there's a little parking area right here. And this is all mowed down, and behind these, I believe there are fire pits. Yeah, there's one. There's just a little trail that goes through up to the parking area. Tiny little trail. And you've got this entire thing to yourself. Tree line here, and a beautiful lake view, but it's tent only. And I think there's like 2 or 3 more. That is monster. That is a monster mushroom. Look at the base on it. Can you guys see that? That is huge. And there's another spot right here. Yeah, these are really cool spots. Just a shame you can't park next to them, but it kind of gives you the vibe that you're out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I might have to come back and tent camp at one of these. There's no hammock availability. It's kind of one of the things I was looking for. And a little trail through here. I think there's another spot right there. Yep, one more. Yeah, these are cool. You don't see many spots like this around here. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep. Just opens up into the field over there. Yeah, these are nice. Yeah, most places you don't see anything like that. I think a lot of it is, if a park ranger were to drive through, they want to be able to see everybody. If you're stuck back here, they can't see you. They can obviously see your car parked up there. And you're not really, if you're hardcore, you could ride a bicycle down here. But, yeah. I suppose if you wanted to get a little mischievous, you could pull a motorcycle back here and probably not be bothered. If you're here on a weekday, I don't think anybody's gonna mess with you. It looks like you can drive in over there somewhere too. I don't know, I might have to look on my maps, but yeah, there's a spot way over there. Alright, let's go head up back to the van and crack a brew. I got something new. We gotta grab a glass for this one. Alright, so today we've got some trash on the table and a hair clip, but I picked up a Polliner München Oktoberfest beer, the original from Munich Oktoberfest. It says it's Germany's #1 Oktoberfest beer. Not quite October yet, but they're coming out, I guess. It's Bavarian beer, 6%, 1.9 ounces, and it is, let's see, imported, brewed and filled by Polliner Brauerei Gruppe, I don't know, Munich, Germany. So this was brewed in Germany and imported over here. That's about all it says. Doesn't really give you any more information on that, but something a little bit different. I imagine it's not going to have a ton of color to it, but we'll see what it looks like. I don't think it's all going to fit quite in there. Yeah, it just looks like a light beer. First sip out of the bottle, I guess, here. Not too shabby. It's definitely got a stronger taste than your average, like, American looking light beer, which I mean it looks like. Maybe it's a little bit darker. A little more spicy, maybe, so to speak. I don't know. It's good though. Couldn't buy it in a single though. I had to get a 4-pack. I ain't complaining though. That's not a bad beer at all. So I've got a spot to check out in the morning, something that I found on maps, but I figured we'd wait for the drive out of here. Go check that out tomorrow. It looks pretty interesting. And got something tasty for dinner tonight. I realized that I probably should have got a side dish. I didn't bring anything for a side, so is what it is. 73 degrees right now, or 75 or something. I don't know if I even gave you guys a weather check. Let me do that quick. It says it's currently 78, and tonight we have a low of 56. It's gonna be beautiful tonight. And then there's a severe weather alert, which I believe starts not tomorrow, but the next day. But tomorrow night it's gonna be in the 70s, so had to get out. And then the next 5 days, 99, 98, 100, 100, 100, and one of the lows overnight is only 80. That's gonna be rough. I'm glad we got out for this nice day. Cheers, y'all. Well, I'm out wandering around a little bit more, and you can see the van back here. So in this loop here, there's these other spots. And although I'm enjoying the lake view, which I suppose I could get over here, check this out. You might not be able to see it when I turn the camera around because the sun is right behind me. Look at all the sunflowers. There's some over there. There's a big patch of sunflowers over there. I hope you guys can see that with the sun back there. I know it's terrible. That's all I can do. Sunflowers. Oh, I think there's some over there that are closer. No, those are closer. I don't know if these are going to keep growing and getting bigger this late in the season, I guess. I don't know. We've got some sunflowers. Yeah, I guess these are just budding. That one's a little wrecked looking. It's kind of neat. Not a lot of these spots have big sunflower plants right off the end of it. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. No, the sun's in the wrong spot. What over there? Well, the sunflowers are cool. I don't know if they're in full bloom, or I think they're definitely going to bloom some more. But as you can tell, the sun's getting low. We should probably get ourselves a fire going. There's some cardboard and trash and whatnot in here. Should start the fire up nicely. Got the box from the beer I bought. Maybe that's the wrong way. Yep. That was sent into the channel with some mayonnaise. Alright, so tonight we're going to make ourselves some BLTs. Almost lost all of it. That would have been terrible. Six, because that's what we can fit nicely. Alright, while that's going, we'll get our other stuff prepared. Leave that bacon sit for now. I grabbed some sourdough bread. Oh, let me turn that off. Hopefully you guys can see that. We've got some sourdough bread there. And this is from a local spot, Gold Miner Slow Crafted Bakery. I believe it's out of Iowa. I gotta turn my light on. 24-hour slow crafted. No, Pennsylvania. We've got some, this is Iowa grown lettuce though. And we've got some mayo that was sent in. And we've got a couple of tomatoes here. I've got a little bit of butter. We'll probably butter the bread up and try to toast it. So let's get this tomato chopped up. Well, we've got plenty of maters for a slice. We're going to butter one side of this bread and try to toast it up. Let's get a couple of thick slabs for the middle. A little mater juice on there ain't going to hurt nothing. This is almost empty. That bacon's looking about ready. Butter side down for a couple minutes. Alright, so one more thing that we're going to put on here is some of this Steve-O's hot sauce. I brought some of this. I've had it before. It's Steve-O's Butthole Destroyer. And we're going to mix some of that up with some of that mayonnaise. We'll put that on the inside. I better shake this up. And the mayo. Oh! Have not opened this yet. I think that'll be enough. We're only going to do a couple of drops of this. I know it's pretty strong. I have had this. Don't want to overdo it. 4, 5, 6, 7 drops. A little mater juice in there. That should be good. Alright. Let's grab this stuff off the fire. Meats. Toasted the outside of the bread. Might be a little bright. We toasted the outside of our bread a little bit. On the inside, we'll go ahead and put our mayo. Slather it on there pretty good. We got a good portion. Lettuce. Some fancy looking lettuce. All the bacon. And all of our tomato. We're going to try to just shove this all on there since I cut it up. Get that last bit of mayo on there. That's a sandwich. That is a sandwich. Alright. Spicy bacon BLT. Well, I was somewhat disappointed in myself for not bringing a side dish, but this sandwich will do, and I have enough bacon that I can make another one. What do you have as a side dish with a BLT? I guess I wouldn't even know. Chips, pasta salad? Like, yeah, what's a side dish to a BLT? A salad? Well, I think I put just the right amount of hot sauce in there. It's got a little spice to it, but it's not overly hot. The sourdough bread is a must. And you gotta toast the bread. You could do this all in a frying pan on the oven, cast iron pan. Yeah, sourdough, you gotta toast the bread, you gotta put mayo on it. I know some people don't put mayo on it, but you gotta put mayo on it. Hit that last bit of mayo. Very simple, but very fulfilling. One is good for me, that's for sure. That last bite had a bit of spice to it. I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up. I might throw another log on the fire there. Maybe crack another brew before I head into the van. Gatorade wasn't bad though. Alright, made it into the van, y'all. Fire died down. I'm gonna get something going on my tablet here before I go to bed. I haven't downloaded anything new for a while. I'm gonna watch The World's End. It's from 2013. 5 friends reunite for an epic bar crawl that takes an otherworldly turn in this horror comedy from the makers of Shaun of the Dead. I recognized the main character, Simon Pegg, in the preview. I didn't in the picture. I haven't seen this before, but it's got 4.5 stars. Looks to be pretty good. Give this a whirl. Get all my junk put away. First, burnt all my wood. Thermocell. And headlamp. We'll leave our bug zapper light out. I don't know how well it's doing, but we'll leave that out for now.
his strategical susceptibility, his infantile indefatigability, and his tendency towards tactical stupidity, he still remains.
sun is definitely up out there. Starting to warm up already. Oh man. Whew. It was a beautiful night though. That movie last night was great. I'm surprised that I've never seen that before. It was almost like dark, like, oh, you know, and then it got funny, and I don't know. It's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it. When the, I don't know, the aliens or whatever came out, we'll call them aliens, I guess. It was interesting. It was like an unexpected twist. You knew something was going to happen, but I don't know. Didn't expect it to turn out like it did. Yeah, temp's coming up. It's already 63. It'll be close to 70 in an hour. Oh, man. I actually have my cup, though. We can make some coffee. Coffee-ish. We shall do so. We got it here. We got some of these. We'll do a couple of those in our cup and have a cup of coffee. I didn't bother bringing my mug or whatever because I don't have a cup holder. I want to drive around with it. Got some peanut butter. We're gonna make what am I gonna make that in? Oh, can use a cup out of here. Got a little oatmeal. We'll make some oatmeal this morning, and I picked up some classic peanut butter. Naturally delicious. I like a little peanut butter in my oatmeal. We can use that to make a couple packs of oatmeal for show. For show. All right. Stop falling over, fan. Good enough. Got my oatmeal in the cooler. I think there is a couple of packets in that tote, but we got apple and cinnamon. Had a little bit of that for breakfast. Why don't we pop these windows open? Risk the bugs, I guess, this morning. That's better. Water I'm gonna need. It's probably way more water than I actually need, but it'll be okay. Oh. been watching for a long time, you know I don't eat breakfast very often, but somebody said they thought I was gonna cook breakfast on the last one. Could have brought some eggs with. I guess I have half that pack of bacon. Didn't think about that. Could have made some breakfast burritos. That would have been tasty. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 of these guys. That's boiling. Need our coffee water first. Should be good. That did not make it all the way to the bottom. It's more like a cappuccino, but it's good stuff. Good for instant, you know what I'm saying? I really should have my mug in here regardless, just so I have something with a lid on it. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of water in our oatmeal here. Prefer my oatmeal thick. I like it thick. It smells really good. Should probably eat breakfast more often. I used to be back in my day. Back in the day when I used to like lift weights on a regular basis, God, I would eat so much breakfast. 3 bowls of oatmeal, a bowl of cereal, I don't know, 6 eggs, whatever. As you guys can tell, I haven't worked out in a long time. It smells good. Where's this from? Is this local? Boulder, Colorado. Dear Jelly, let bygones be bygones. I know your solo career hasn't gone as well as ours, but that's not your fault. You've got to give the people what they want, and the people want the delicious harmony of our dry roasted peanuts and one-of-a-kind grind. Even so, people love the classics, and we had some good ones. Call me Justin. Justin broke up with his jelly. But a spoonful of peanut butter in your oatmeal is good. How I do it was just regular milk and cereal. Yeah, thick. I like it thick. And peanut butter is nice because you don't have to refrigerate it, so you can throw it in your junk tote, whatever food tote you got if you're doing this, and you don't have to worry about it. And it tastes good. Oh, we just open these doors. That's better. Yeah, it's warming up quick out there. Well, I'll tell you what. I should probably get my junk organized. Get my jet oil put away. And we'll get headed on down the road, go check out the sights this morning. Should be pretty cool. Should be a cool picture for me. Well, y'all, I was cleaning everything up in here. I just took my trash up to the dumpster that's over here, and I noticed something else on the van. I'm noticing little things like this all the time, but I don't know how well you guys will be able to see that given the lighting. There's insulation in there. There's like, yeah, I hope you guys can see that. Can you see the insulation in there? There, maybe. So I assume this entire door has a big bat of insulation in it. You can't see in this one. Guess if I pop this plug out, I might be able to see in there. I can't see in that way. Kind of want to pop this out if I can without breaking anything. Well, look at me, y'all. I'm an idiot. I got the plug out, but like I was pulling it and it popped in and went inside. I can see insulation in there. And now I'm gonna have to figure out how to remove that panel. Hopefully it doesn't rattle around in there. That was dumb. Yeah, you can see another one on this door. They've got plugs here too. They're just body holes. That was really stupid. But there's insulation on the door, so I know now. All right, let's get rolling. Yeah, that's got to be one of the dumbest things I've done. I guess nobody can make you feel more dumb than yourself most of the time. Look at that, y'all. Covered bridge, and I can actually drive through it. We gotta get a picture of this before we get off the bridge. Look at that. Dwayne E. Carman Memorial Bridge. That's cool. All right, I better get off of the bridge. This is cool. I think there's a historical marker over here. Let's go ahead and just park this thing. All right, well, the wind has picked up a little bit, but yeah, so I'm in this small town of Cook, Nebraska, and there's an actual covered bridge here, and surprisingly, they still allow you to drive on it. I don't know, I know there's a marker over there, we'll go check that out. I don't know if it really talks about the bridge though, but it's really cool. And it's neat that there's still a walking path on the side of it. I don't feel like there's water flowing through here, but Dwayne E. Carman Memorial Bridge, thick timbers. There's just a little creek down there. Tiny little creek. You can tell they've been taking care of it because that is not original stone. The highway's over there now. But I imagine this was the highway at one point in and out of town. I guess. Maybe I'll look on my phone. I'm curious how old this actually is. I mean, it looks old. 12-foot clearance. That's what it says. Like, you can tell these are big, thick, old wooden trusses, boards and whatnot. But this kind of all looks fairly new. Oh look, there's LED lights. Can you guys see that? There's LED lights on all these things. And it goes all the way over. I bet this thing would look really cool lit up at night. I wonder if they light it every night. Huh. Yeah, that's neat, y'all. Let's go check out what this historical marker says over here. Oh, nice little city park here. They've got an old school merry-go-round over there. Basketball court. Oh, there's a little log cabin. We'll have to walk over and check that out. I wonder if this was a schoolhouse or something. So it looks to just be about the town, Cook, Nebraska. I'll read this to you a little bit. It says, this region was once home to the Odo and Missouri Indians, who ceded their land to the government before Nebraska Territory was created in 1854. White settlers arrived in 1857 and founded a town and post office named Helena about 4 miles west of here. Spring Creek Post Office was established in about 1868, about 2 miles to the southeast. A settlement named Bobtown, with a school, a church, and a few businesses, grew up nearby. When the Crete branch of the Missouri Pacific Railroad was built along the South Fork of the Little Nemaha River in 1888, the rails bypassed Helena and Bobtown. John William Cook founded a new town named after his father, Andrew Cook Sr., on the railroad right-of-way. Spring Creek Post Office moved to Cook, Helena, and Bobtown disappeared. So this dude took over the spot. Cook had about 50 residents when the first train arrived in November of 1888, and the village incorporated in 1891. Because of many artesian wells nearby, Cook became known as Artesian City. Artesian wells? Artesian? Well, that's cool. I guess it doesn't say anything about the bridge. Nothing about the bridge or whatever that little cabin is over there. There's nothing on the backside except some graffiti. Well, it's cool, but I kind of expected it to say something about the bridge or what this stuff is down here. It's got to be an old schoolhouse or a church or something that was converted. Probably an old schoolhouse. Cook Community Park, made in 1973. Curious how old this is. There's no windows. Oh, we can walk in there. It's just a big open room. I don't feel like this is period correct, so to speak. I don't think it's that old. You've let the bushes kind of take over the front of it. How do we even get in there? Dang old dang. It's kind of spooky that it's all grown up in the front around here. Ooh, huge spidey web though. And there's a moth stuck in it. I don't want to mess up Mr. Spider's house. We don't need to go in the front door, I suppose. We can see everything we need to see from right here. It's just a room. There's nothing in here, no markers. Well, it's interesting. There's no history. I guess on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. Always little sights to see anywhere you want to look. Just get off the highways and go through the small towns. If you're planning a road trip, avoid the interstate at all costs is what I can tell you, and take the time to stop and just look around. Even if you're going through a tiny little town, many times you get one block off the highway and it looks entirely different. But anyways, yeah, it was a good one. It was a beautiful night last night. We've got hundreds coming up this weekend, and I need to get some screen stuff sewed up. Figured out, I think I figured out how I'm gonna do the curtains very, very simply. And it should work. Everything I'm kind of doing right now, I'm gonna end up redoing anyways. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So anyways, y'all, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit. Where's my case? Out there. Tell you what.